Okay, let's talk South African politics. We had an election last month, and what did we learn from that election in terms of South African politics? And I want you to distinguish between long-term and medium-term. I really want to emphasize that difference. Some of these long-term trends will take a while to play out. But I think what we can safely say is that what we saw on the 18th of May is the beginning of competitive politics. Why? What do I mean by competitive politics? South Africans, white and black, South Africans, rich and poor, South Africans, doesn't matter what your language is, South Africans vote their identities. If you're black, you tend to go to the ANC, PAC. If you're white, you tend to go to the DA, Freedom Front, like myself, AWB. In this election, the small parties like the AWB and the Freedom Front got wiped out, and the PAC on the other side, and we started moving towards two main parties only. That's the first change that happened. The second thing that happened, the ANC lost their power base outside black African South Africa. Coloureds, Indians, whites voted DA. And the DA made reasonable progress into the black community. So we've been, as I put it on the screen, the ANC is more black and the DA is much less white. You can just do one calculation. If all the white people in this country over the age of 18 voted for Helen Zille on the 18th of May, the DA would have got 11.7% of the vote. They got 24. And what does that tell you? That already it is a party which has more, they have more non-white voters than what they have white voters. And that will change the nature of the party over time. The more it changes, the more the party will become a competitive force in politics. The ANC on the other side has got a different challenge. The ANC must decide, do they want to bring minorities back into the party? Or are they going to say, stuff the minorities, we're black African, we run the show? I'll be very surprised if they make that decision. I'll be very surprised. I think the ANC is going to try and recapture some of the lost minority vote. The DA is going to try and capture some of the black vote. And that's the beginning of competitive politics.